All right, guys, welcome to this week's team call. It is June 15th, I think. Yep. So Colleen is away camping, and she came to me over the weekend and asked for me to talk to you guys about how to hit Success Club and to give you guys a few tips on how I forget how many months I've hit it in a row. I'm almost a Success Club All-Star, though, so I think in September I'll finally hit it. I missed it 1 month last year. But I'm not going to waste any time, though. Oh, does anyone have any recognition they would like to do?
No, I'm just doing a call, but it's nice out. It's beautiful.
Can everyone mute themselves, please?
When you go to participant,
What?
Participant, and on the bottom, the team participants on the bottom, manage participants.
There we go. Did I do it? Okay. Can you guys still hear me? Can someone give me a thumbs up? Okay. Thank you. All right, let me share my screen here. If anyone has any recognition, just unmute themselves. Can you guys see that? No? No one's on.
At the bottom of the screen, there's the button right in the middle, and it's there you go. You did it. You did it.
It just wasn't the thing like that. My presentation just wasn't coming up.
You did it. You did it. We can see it.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so through this together because I'm more of a visual person. So tips on hitting Success Club. I'm obsessed. I'm reading The Magic of Thinking Big right now, and it's fantastic. And can you guys see me? I'm like paranoid that you can't see me or the presentation. Katie, can you give me a thumbs up?
I can't see you, but we can see the presentation.
Okay, but you can hear me?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So I'm reading The Magic of Thinking Big right now, and it's literally one of the most inspiring personal development books I've read so far. So basically, I took a few quotes from the presentation. It says, until a person thinks his job is important and thinks positively about it, he can't be helped. And then another one that I really liked was, you are what you think you are, what your thought power directs you to become. So basically, I thought this really related to Success Club because I feel like there's a lot of self-doubt and a lot of people feel like they can't hit a goal. Well, really, in reality, it's what you control your mind. So if you go into each month and you think, okay, so I'm going to help 3 people this month to hit Success Club 5. I'm going to hit 5 people so that I can hit Success Club 10. That's what you have to go into every single month, but it goes into more than that. You have to plan. So before the month even starts, you should be thinking about the date that you want to run your next challenge group so you can start promoting. And once you start promoting, people will start seeing that date, and the more consistent you are with that, the better chances you are to get more people into your next challenge group. And it's all about your mindset. So if you really believe in this job, even though I don't consider it a job, and you believe in and you have come with passion, you're going to be successful. Keep it simple. You need to build relationships. Be a friend. Don't be fake, but really be a friend. Be genuine. Get to know your potential challengers. You really need to dig in to what they need, be interested in them. You're not reaching out to them to talk about yourself. You're reaching out to them so that you can potentially help them build a healthy lifestyle. So to build these relationships, you need to ask questions. And these are the three questions that I ask to really get to know them. I always go, what kind of intensity are you looking for? Are you looking for low, moderate, or high? That way, if they're looking for low, I'd probably suggest PiYo. Or with moderate, I always suggest the 21-day fix. And if they say high, there's Insanity Max 30, 22-minute hardcore, etc. Like, you need to know these programs so when people say what kind of intensity they're looking for, you can suggest something. I always ask them if they're looking more into weightlifting or into cardio, because if they're into weightlifting, Hammers, Master, and Chisel would be perfect. Or Max 30 would be perfect if they just want cardio and just want body weight. I always also ask them what their nutrition looks like, because, some of these programs, most of them now come with the 21-day fix containers, but if they don't, you need to know, like with the 22-minute hardcore, they don't come with the containers. So I always try to let them know that, because if they're not good with their nutrition, those containers really help people. So you should suggest something that comes with those. And then I really love this quote: the best way to predict your future is to create it. So you really just need to work towards your goals and be consistent every single time and be with your post. Don't word vomit. Typical mistake, totally guilty of it. Everyone on this call is guilty of it. I don't care how long you've been a coach. You've definitely word vomited once or twice since becoming a coach. But to avoid that, you need to show the value in these products. Let's see. So being a product of the product is the number one way you can do this. You need to start a program and do it from beginning to end. You should never, ever, ever tell the challenger the price right away. Total mistake that, I used to break like the first week that I became a coach, did it probably 8 times. But this scares people. If someone comes to you and asks, honey, I'd like to know more about the 21-day fix, and you say, oh, well, the price is $160 and comes with XYZ. If they see $160, they're going to run the opposite direction, because they don't know anything about it or what it could do for them or what it includes. They just see that price. So you need to explain everything that comes into that package. So when someone comes to me and asks me to explain the 21-day fix, I go into detail of like what it's done for me personally. And then I tell them, it includes 9 workouts. You get portion control containers, a month supply of Shakeology. You get a shaker cup, a meal plan, a guide. And then you have access to my online health and fitness group. And you have access to me 24/7, where I'm here to answer your questions constantly, be here for support, et cetera, et cetera. And then I'll include the price. But never forget to include yourself, because you're the most valuable thing. You are your brand. Call to actions are so important. You need to make sure that you are posting with intention. If you're just throwing up anything as far as like, quotes are great. I love quotes. I normally do one once a day. But if that's like your constant go-to and you don't really have a goal in mind when you post something, then people are just kind of look over your page from here on out. If your posts every time have a purpose and have a message, people are going to be like, oh, I want to go to her page and look at her stuff. Another thing is when you have a call to action in your post, I gave a little example. So after I have like take a sweaty selfie, flexing, whatever. I always make sure if I'm inviting to my next challenge group, it says my next challenge group is starting July 6th. I have 5 spots open to women who are looking to take control of their health and fitness. Shoot me a message or apply, and then I would put my link there or my email address. I'm just going to look here, see these messages. Sorry, I'm just making sure. Any questions? All right. So having confidence is a huge thing, because you need to own this business. You need to own the workouts, you need to own your meal, like your nutrition, everything. Like you need to be confident when you post, and you need to be confident when you're talking about everything that we do. You need to believe in yourself, this opportunity, and the products, because if you don't, it's going to show in your post. And when you're talking about it, if you're not confident and if you don't believe in it, that's going to show in there too, because you can tell when someone's passionate about something and the way they talk, and if they're just kind of trying to sell you something. We're not here to sell, guys. We're here to help as many humans as possible every single month. Here's another quote that I'm kind of obsessed with. You must think I am important. I do have what it takes, and you will head straight to success. That is from the book of The Magic of Thinking Big. And I'm so over excuses. This business, we're all busy. We all have busy lives. I know I work a full-time nursing job. I'm competing in my first bikini competition. I have 1,001 family issues going on right now, and I still have time to show up every single day, post 3 to 5 times a day, and I'm still hitting Success Club 10 for the past 3 months. So when you're saying that, oh, I have this to do, that's great. I'm sure you do. But if you want this to work for you, then you have to drop those excuses, and you have to show up, and you have to be consistent. Otherwise, this isn't going to work. My top Success Club tips that I know that I've personally really worked hard on over the past year. You need to be your own brand. I know I've said it, and I can sound like a broken record, but until you implement these things, nothing's going to change for you. So you need to take action. So being your own brand, what does that mean? People love seeing you. I love to stalk Bonnie. Her face is everywhere, and that's why people go to her page, because they love to see her smiling face. When you go to Colleen's page, you see her constantly. You see her dogs. You see her traveling. When you go to Janelle's page, she's obsessed with food. Like, she always has the best pictures and the best recipes. Like, everyone has their own little niche. And like Danielle, she's doing her first bikini competition as well. She looks jacked as shit, and everyone is following her progress. Once you find your little niche and like what makes you a little bit different, go with it, use it, and use it in your posts all day long. Building your network is super key. You need to add 5 people a day, 3 to 5 at least. And if you're not doing that, your warm market's going to go to poop, and you will have a hard time hitting Success Club. You need to keep constantly building that. Go through your friends' pages, look for people that you think that you could relate with, because chances are, if your friends are friends with them, you'd probably get along with them too. This is something I don't do all the time, but it's actually gotten me, or has allowed me to get challenges and a coach from this, wearing and sharing. If you have shirts that are size or max 30 or whatever, wear them out and about, take pictures in them. I know I personally have the 21 Day Fix lunchbox in my Shakeology shaker, and I put water in that and carry around. It's the big conversation topic, and people will ask you, oh, what's Shakeology or what's 21 Day Fix, and it will spark conversation, and who knows, you could trade information and get a potential challenger. If people aren't coming to you for help, then you need to be inviting. Invite. Start new conversations, build those relationships. It doesn't have to be an icky cold invite if you don't like to do those. Find something you have in common with somebody, become their friend, and then the next month be like, hey, I'm running this new challenge group. Would you like to be a part of it? It's like we do XYZ during the month, and I send out prizes to the winner, blah, blah, blah. It's very simple. And like I said earlier, you need to post with purpose, and you need to have a call to action. Otherwise, people are just going to look at your post and be like, oh, that was a great post. Now what do I do? They're not going to know what the next steps are. And you need to be real, and you need to be you. Colleen literally gives us word for word what we could say, but we need to be our own person. Change it up a little bit. Show your personality through your conversations. I'm probably the most obnoxious, happy typer in the entire world. I do smiley faces, exclamation points. You're going to know how I'm feeling. If I'm not putting that stuff, I'm pissed. So be you. I'm obsessed with this quote. Capacity is a state of mind. How much we can do depends on how much we think we can do. When you really believe you can do more, your mind thinks creatively and shows you the way. And that's from David Schwartz as well. Honestly, this is all a mental mind game. And I know Janelle has a group going on right now about gratitude, and you need to be in that mindset every single day. Wake up, be thankful, and think about how you're going to kick today's ass. Write down a list of things you want to do. Write down a list of people you want to connect with. Get that done and have that goal in mind every single day. When you wake up, you want to, I don't even know the word I'm thinking of. Not take full advantage, whatever. You just want to kick today's ass. And Janelle, don't laugh at me. I see you. But when you have your month goals and you think about it every single day, it's going to give you more of an advantage than if you just go into the month saying, oh, I think I might hit Success Club this month. I don't know. I'll try. And you should have a date in mind that you want to hit it by, because if you do it, say, like, I know a lot of people on our team now are saying they want to hit before the 15th. That gives you that little extra umph. So the last day of the month, you're not scrambling around and saying, oh, I'm giving up. No, you can't have that attitude, because the moment you say that you can't do something, that's when you fail. You have to keep pushing forward. You have to keep making new friends and keep connecting. Otherwise, this will not work. Colleen wanted me to leave a lot of time for Q&A time. So if anyone has any questions, unmute yourselves. I'm going to I don't know if I can get this screen back up. Oh boy. Okay. Am I back? No? Let's see.
No, we can't see your video. I can hear you. I'm not sure why.
Start video, bottom left.
Oh yeah, on the bottom left it should say start video next to like your mute button.
Mine says stop video.
Oh, really?
Stop it and start it again.
Yeah, hit stop then start. Where'd you go?
I'm on start.
Where are you? Speaker view.
Okay.
Oh, we still don't see you. That's super weird. Oh wait, okay, we see your share screen. So hit like stop share.
Okay, did that.
Well, where the frig are you? I'm not sure why we can't see you, dude.
Well, this is weird.
Is like your camera light on your computer?
Nope.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, I'll just go back to share screen so you're just not looking at a... Okay, I'll put this lovely quote up.
Okay, that's weird. I don't know why that's doing that.
Does anyone have any questions though? Colleen really wanted people to ask questions.
I'll ask a question.
Go ahead, Danielle.
So, obviously Mia can relate to this too. I don't know if anyone else, well, I know a lot of people are running like wellness groups right now. And I've been running one for a few months because I haven't been able to do any of the Beachbody programs. So I haven't felt like I can invite to a challenge group with a specific program in mind, because I'm not doing a specific program. And I kind of felt like that was being not fake, but you know what I mean? Like I can't participate as much. So I was just doing like a wellness community.
Mm-hmm.
So when people who have wellness communities, how do you invite to that? Like when Mia said call to action, like I always try to say in my posts once in a while, like if you want to chat health and fitness, reach out to me or something like that. But do you have a better recommendation on how to invite to your wellness group and not specifically a challenge group with a specific program and stuff like that, if that makes sense?
I know, I think it was back, because I've been running mine for a few months too. I haven't exactly invited to my wellness group specifically in a couple months, which is probably bad. But when I did, it was right when I started for the bikini thing too. And I just made it very general, saying, program of your choice, Shakeology of your choice. Programs can go from like 21 to 90 days. We can discuss like what program would be best fitted for you, kind of something like that, very general. That way it wasn't like us being, I don't know, sometimes I feel fraudy.
Yeah, it just feels like, I'm not doing it, so how am I going to ask you to do it?
Yeah. So, but like, I mean, you've done all the programs, so I feel like it'd be super easy for you just to set somebody up with something that would work with them.
Yeah.
So that's what I did.
Danielle, what I do at this point is that I usually just share like once a week, or I just talk about something in my wellness community that like has been going well, or like fueling my fire. I do similar to Mia, but I even keep it simpler than that, because me and Katie were talking about it today. Most people do the 21-day fix, and it's like people love to hear that 30 minutes and then that portion control because they're getting the nutrition with it. And so I usually just throw it out there, 30-minute workout, like portion control, like meal plans, support, motivation, accountability. Like if you're looking for like that extra kick in the ass to reach your goals, like why aren't you doing this with us? Just like very like just join us like for the support, the motivation. And it really doesn't matter what program you do, because I'm not doing a program either, Danielle. Like I'm doing the PT and the yoga and walking, and so I'm basically doing the Shaco like you're doing still. And so I basically just share like my foodie goodness and just like the positivity at this point, and just inviting people to join me to join something, you know what I mean? There's always some type of invite. But yeah, I do like the wellness community like once a week, and I know Candace's is rolling too. Like I just looked at hers, and hers is up to 400, mine's up to over 200, and it's just constantly, people are just constantly adding people, and that flow just keeps going.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome, dude.
Anyone else? Does anyone want to throw ideas around on how, anyone else have anything they would like to add on how they hit Success Club?
I would say just show up and be consistent. If you're a leader, speed of the leaders, speed of the pack, just believe that you're going to hit it. Don't think or ask how you're going to hit it. Just show up every single day, believe it, put it out there, and know that Success Club is your job. Everybody has been saying that as top coaches, and they're really trying to create a Success Club driven culture, because Success Club builds leaders, and that changes lives. And then that, is the basis for the leadership ladder. And if you're like, OMG, what is all this stuff? This is in the Coach Online office, but basically all you need to know is that Success Club is this business, you guys. It's literally changing 3 to 5 human lives a month for Success Club. And why did you sign up to coach? Because you were passionate about it. It changed your life, and you want to change other lives. So I know for me, I've really been creating a Success Club driven culture in my team, and just showing up and knowing that I'm going to hit it, and believing I'm going to hit it, and not giving up, going till the end of the month no matter what. I mean, last month was the toughest month that I've had in 2 years of coaching, and I made it by the skin of my teeth with Success Club 5. And I'm, I think, 16 or 17 months in Success Club. So I don't know how I'm going to hit it every month. I just believe it. So I would say it's a mindset thing, like Mia said, and you just have to believe it and just show up every single day and not know how. You just have to act and know that you're going to help humans.
It's not a question, but I know it's something that comes up a lot. People are always like, well, how do you get people to buy challenge packs? Like, what do you do when they just want like the fitness part of it?
Yeah.
But when I went to Super Saturday this past quarter, Sarah Griffith was our speaker, and she basically said that her upline, which is Melanie Mitro, when they do their trainings, they don't give it an option. So when they are offering it to someone, if someone just wants the fitness part of it, they don't even allow them to be in their challenge groups, which I kind of agree with and disagree with at the same time, because really we want someone to have the full package, because that's how the people get the results. Oh, yeah. Is it Mira or Myra? You can unmute yourself.
It's Mira. Hi, guys. I actually am just experimenting with that right now. I was a new coach.
Ooh, you're breaking up real bad.
I'm at work and our Wi-Fi. Let me try getting closer to like better Wi-Fi. Is that any better?
Yes.
Okay. So I started a challenge pack specific challenge group on Monday, this Monday. So through the wellness group, I had people who had joined it. Then, I started promoting, I'm doing this challenge group, and you can pick your program. It's, multi-program 60-day challenge group. But that was the line, was in order to do this, you have to do a challenge pack. And I had a couple of people who had only done fitness programs in early May, who ended up getting a separate challenge pack to be part of this group, because the wellness group was giving them that accountability, so they felt that it had value. So that's how I was at Success Club 10 this morning, and that was my goal for this month, was to hit it by the 15th. So just finding that line, and I think I'm going to do a second challenge group for July and call this one closed and full, so that I can keep that momentum going for July.
Oh,
I don't know if that helps anybody.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. But yeah, she really just nailed that one. You basically just have to allow people to see that value in the challenge pack and show them how the fitness and the nutrition gets the results with all the support, like they say. Is there any other, let me see if there's any questions.
I have one little extra tidbit, Mia.
Okay.
Something I did, I think it was 2 months ago. I was like really trying to hit Success Club. It was nearing the end of the month, and I asked one of my challengers, or I asked my challenge group or my health and wellness group, if anyone had any friends or family they thought would be interested in, joining our group or anything. So you can always ask for referrals. I think that's a really powerful tool that we don't use enough. I still don't use it enough, and it worked for me, which I'm like now kicking myself in the ass about it. But I think it's always good to ask the people who are about to buy a challenge pack, like, oh, do you have any friends or family that would like to do the challenge with you? Because it's always nice to have someone you're close with doing a challenge with you to keep you accountable, someone you work with, your mom, your sister, whatever. So use referrals too. I think that helps.
That's awesome.
I'm going to add something. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So for me, the last few months, the only reason I hit Success Club the last 3 months is through my ads and my like page. I feel like my like page is just getting a whole different audience that I've been like waiting for. And like I run my bridal ad each month because that's kind of my target right now. But if you guys aren't experimenting with ads and like pages right now, you have to like start now, because I started my like page maybe, I don't know, like 10 to 12 months into my business. And now I'm just like the last 2 months seeing that momentum. So do it right away. And I post the same stuff on each page. It's just building it up. And I've done a call on my team call about ads and what I do. But there are so many videos out there on YouTube, and it's takes time to learn it. I've failed many times, but the last 3 months I would be at 0 all 3 months if it wasn't for my ad. So that's my big tip for hitting Success Club right now. So
No, that's awesome. I just got a pop-up saying that we have less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, we've got 5 minutes left.
Let's see. Kylie said. Just making sure we didn't miss any questions.
And I just want to add to Katie's about the like pages. That also takes, consistency and just showing up every single day. You can't just post on your like page once a week. Like Katie said, I started my like page legit right off the bat when I started coaching 2 years ago. And, I get a decent amount of traction and likes every single week. And, I run ads. And if you guys didn't see that, Colleen posted the text. This is huge, you guys. The text limitation was removed from ads. And that doesn't mean that you need to go fill the entire space of the ad with text. That means that you're just able to put more information there. And if you're looking for an example, Peep Colleen's ad yesterday for her live webinar was beautifully designed, a great way to use the new, no limitations on text, and just, give the information needed and keep it simple and beautiful and her brand. So that's a big deal. And like Katie said, you have to fail forward with ads. You're not going to hit ads on the first. You're going to have to spend money. You're going to have to put it on your credit card. And that doesn't mean you need to go out and spend hundreds of dollars. Play around with an ad for $25. See what your audience is, play around with the days. I wouldn't really run an ad on the weekend. You want people to see that. People aren't sitting on their phones on Facebook in the summer on the weekend. So you're going to want to just be aware when you're running ads and, who your audience is, and just play around with it. But like page is huge. I agree with Katie. It's just building that consistency in that market and that niche.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate your input. That really helped. for
And
sure.
before we get cut off, I just want to say, Mia, it was so awesome listening to you run this call. I was sitting here and I said to Katie, and I'm like, OMG, you can totally hear a change in Mia. She's just showing up. You're just you can tell that something has been lit inside of you, dude, these last couple of weeks and months, and it's just nice to see. She totally owned it, Danielle, and it's really cool to see the leaders and everybody on this team just really develop. She's hangry right now. Go eat your eggs, yo. Sorry.
I guess she stopped her video on purpose because she's shocked.
I hope everybody enjoyed the call. If anyone has any other questions, they can privately message me, and I'm sure that Katie or Janelle or Danielle would be more than willing to answer questions too. But I hope everyone has a great night, and we'll talk to you all next week. Bye.